Hello YouTubers, Keanu Gave again, and now we're on to part 3 of my Doctor Who Classic DVD collection. This time is on my favourite Doctor, Tom Baker. As you know, I've actually seen like all of the stories, watched all of the episodes I meant to say, and except for the Armageddon Factor, which I need to watch. I would have watched Sharda, but that doesn't count as an episode-wise, but it still counts as a story, so I'm going to start. This will probably be divided into, probably, roughly 3 groups, so we'll start with Tom's first 3 seasons, and then we'll go into the later seasons. Okay, let's begin. So we start off with Robot. Yeah, it's a great story. A very great introduction to the Tom Baker era, and this one was pretty enjoyable. I really liked how he karate chopped a brick in half, and then he's skipping on the skipping rope with Harry Sullivan, then knocks him out and ties him up with the rope, and then locks him in the closet. So yeah, great story. The Ark in Space, yeah. Fantastic story, probably like one of the most strongest episodes from season 12, and one of the most memorable stories. Sultan Experiment, another great Sultanan story, just as good, not as good as the Time Warrior, but still another great story. So yeah, Genesis of the Daleks, yeah, this one's pretty much of a fantastic story, but a bit overrated, but it's still a fantastic story. Revenge of the Cybermen. A nice return to the... It was originally the original idea to have the Cybermen return to the show after such a long time, but it didn't work out well. But it's still a good story, but probably the weakest out of season 12. Terror of the Autons. Yeah, this is a great story. We're introduced to the Zygons, but sadly this is their only appearance in the classic series. I'm so glad they returned in the new series, gave them more screen time. Planet of Fire, yeah, this one's a pretty dark story. I don't understand why people don't like this story. It's so underrated, and it deserves another chance. Pyramids of Mars, a fantastic story. It's not that long. It's really well done. The pacing's good. The costumes are great. Sutekh is a great villain, so this one's definitely worth a watch. The Android Invasion. It's a good story. But probably the weakest out of season 13. The Brain of Morbius. I absolutely adore this story. It's another fantastic story. If you're a big fan of Frankenstein, then this is the story for you. The Seeds of Doom. Yeah, this is another great story. And they also repainted the Axon costume for this creature. I don't know what it was called. The Musk and Draga, another fantastic story and rather underrated. And probably a great start to season 14. The Hand of Fear, another great story. And sadly, this is Sarah Jane's last appearance in the classic series. But then she made a comeback in The Five Doctors. The Deadly Assassin, a fantastic story. This is probably one of the most scariest stories I've ever watched, and a nice return to the Master. And this time we get a new incarnation of the Master. Classy. The Face of Evil, it's a good story, but in my opinion, it's probably like the weakest out of season 14. The Robots of Death, my favourite Tom Baker story out of the whole entire Baker era, and I'd probably say the best out of season 14. I've watched this story so many times. It's a great story. It has a very Tim Burton feel to it. So yeah, another fantastic story. Challenge of Wing Chiang, this is another fantastic story and a great way to the season 14 final. And if you're a big fan of the Chinese culture and dragons, then this is the one for you. Okay, I'll see you for like part 3 and point 2 for season 15 and season 16. Okay, bye.